You recognize the guy in the camouflage?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
You recognize that guy?
That's him.
Yeah, no shit. In the car with you. But you don't know him?
I don't know him.
Am I the Twilight Zone?
This is 19-year-old James Lee Sinatus, a teen killer who has just realized that his victim's phone recorded everything. Now, as James breaks down...
You and him? Guess what? You're shooting a video with his phone.
Stop showing me that shit, man. Y'all pissing me off.
He will realize that there is no escaping his crimes.
The thing is we know what happened. Now's your chance to tell the truth before it's too late. Do you make mistakes?
Everybody does.
At 6:28 p.m. on June 20th, 2020, a wave of panic swept through a small neighborhood in Lehi Acres, Florida. The Lee County Sheriff's Office East District Patrol had begun receiving reports of a shooting on South Irene Avenue. When deputies arrived, they were met with a tragic scene. A young man had been shot and fallen from a silver Toyota Tacoma on the verge of dying. While being rushed to the hospital, the victim was identified as 18-year-old Alexander Ramos. Despite efforts to save him, his injuries were too severe, and he was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. That day was supposed to be a milestone for Alex. He was set to graduate in a virtual ceremony from his high school. He had planned to join the army and serve his country, but instead his life was cut short, and a single question remained. Who pulled the trigger? Fortunately, detectives had two major clues. The first were the canine units that had been deployed throughout the area in hopes of picking up a trail. The dogs would respond quickly, but remained within a few blocks of the crime scene. This indicated that the suspect lived close by. Then came the second clue. Lying on the driver's seat of Alex's truck was a spent .40 caliber Smith & Wesson Extreme Penetrator. The round had passed through Alex's chest, struck the seat, and had fallen on the cushion. This ammunition was not commonly used, and it was about to become the turning point in the investigation. Not long after, a man contacted authorities with a tip. His nephew had been seen handling the same type of ammunition. That nephew was 19-year-old James Lee Sinatus, a Haitian migrant living close to the crime scene with his uncle, which also aligned with the findings of the canines. But there was no apparent link between James and Alex. The two were seemingly strangers, so why would James want to kill him? To dig up answers, James was brought in for an interrogation on June 24th, 2020. The following footage has been provided to us by the Lee County Sheriff's Office, Florida, via FOIA request.
Today's date is June 24th, 2020. The time is 12:28 a.m. This interview is reference to CFS 20-303933. It's being conducted at the Lee County Sheriff's Office, Major Crimes Unit, 14750 6 Mile Cypress Parkway. Present for this interview is myself, Detective Speak, with the Lee County Sheriff's Office. I'm here with Detective Flynn. And also present for interview is James Lee Sinatus. And what's your birthday?
June 15, 2001.
You cold?
Yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah,
he doesn't have as much insulation as you.
I know, I'm a husky guy.
Spell Sinatus.
S-E-N-A-T-U-S. You gotta put a Lee behind James.
Lee, yeah, it's just ugly.
Oh, yeah.
S-E-N-A-T-U-S. And it was
June 15, 2001.
James, that's okay to call you that?
Yeah, no problem.
For the purpose of taking your sworn tape statement, I'm empowered by the state of Florida to place you under oath. You know what that means? Under oath? Raise your right hand. Only your right. Do you swear or affirm the statement you are about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Okay.
Little does James know, detectives aren't laughing with him, they're laughing at him. After all, a drug dealer, responsible for selling Class A controlled substances like ecstasy, swearing on God's name, is as funny as it gets. And very soon, James's smile is about to be turned upside down, as he realizes why exactly he's handcuffed and sitting in an interrogation room.
We're at your house, the house you're staying at, okay? And we found that bullet that your uncle said that was yours that you must have just lost because you had it at the other house, probably before probation. You know, talking about that little bullet.
Mm-hmm.
What's it look like?
Bullet?
Yeah, the little bullet that was yours that you dropped in the garage. I'm not worried about it. I just want to know, where'd you find that bullet?
Oh,
The one your uncle found.
In 11:30, I looked at that. I tore it away. Probably get stuck on my shoe. Probably lost it. I don't even know.
Oh, the one he found?
Yeah, when he asked me, I'm like, what you talking about? Being told away? I don't even know.
And he showed it to you. You remember that bullet though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember when you got that?
I don't remember. I have no idea right now.
Oh, okay.
Can you recognize the bullet?
Nah.
Do you remember? Is that the
I just
bullet,
want to make
the
sure.
one he found?
Yeah, it looked like it, probably.
Because this one we found at the house, and from what we understand, this is the one your uncle found in the garage.
And he asked you about it. You said that was yours from the other house.
Yeah.
You brought it from the other house because
Yeah.
he wasn't happy that you brought it to his house.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
He was really pissed too.
So that's the one, right?
Yes,
It's like
sir.
silver. Do you know what the caliber is? Do you remember what the caliber?
This is like
It's
a
like
40
or
or
a 9 or
I don't-
45?
I don't know.
Okay. So you probably did you just throw it in the
Yeah.
garage because you want to get rid of it?
Yeah, Nah, I thought I tore it away.
Oh. When you moved in?
Yeah.
Okay.
James doesn't seem too concerned about why detectives are asking about a very specific type of ammunition. Instead, his focus shifts to his past, one that may explain why he's so quick to deflect and so hesitant to give a straight answer.
Now, your questions. What did you have for me?
So is it why I'm
Well,
here?
let me ask you. You understand all of these, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's your question?
Why I'm here?
We'll get to that, but first,
You had a different question.
first he's worried about probation.
Oh,
Who's your probation officer?
because I'm going to make sure they know that we brought you here, that you
His name is really difficult. I don't really remember.
What is
I don't
difficult?
even know his number too, so you gotta ask my mom.
got your phone?
Nah,
Is it in your phone?
it's on my mom's phone.
Oh, your mom's phone.
I'm using
Okay.
my little brother's phone.
Where's your phone?
I don't got no phone.
Oh, you don't?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm using my little brother's phone.
Which brother?
My little brother.
The 16-year-old?
Yes.
What's his name? And he's not here, right?
He's not.
But he left you his phone?
No, sometimes I don't even use no
Okay.
phone.
Because is he in Miami or somewhere else?
He's at my grandma's house.
Where's that at? Here?
Yes, here.
Okay. I when I was talking to Gene, and he said, "Is your stepdad?"
Yeah.
He was saying that he doesn't live there, and I couldn't understand where he was saying he lived. Okay. But that's the phone that you would use. But do you have the PO's number in there?
He's on my mom's phone. You can call
Not
me.
on that. It's on your mom's.
Yes,
Okay.
on my mom's phone. Because I'm on probation. I can't even be on one gun. So.
I hear you.
Is that the? I know that probations have different rules for
Yeah.
different people for different stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
What are your rules?
I can't be on one guns. I gotta be on 1-6. And I forgot. That's all I remember.
So you got
But
6
that's
o'clock
my-
curfew. You can't be
Yeah.
around guns or ammunition.
Yeah, not ain't nobody that got a gun.
Okay.
And he broke both of those rules in one fell swoop. Before this interview took place, detectives had spoken with an anonymous witness. When shown images of the ammunition found at the scene, the witness recalled seeing James with identical rounds and a black .40 caliber pistol. According to him, James said both had been purchased from someone named Dakota. That claim would check out. Investigators later confirmed the transaction had taken place on May 25th, 2020, nearly a month before the shooting, which meant James had already been violating his probation for weeks. Then there was the second condition, a 6 p.m. curfew. Since deputies were called at 6:28, it would make sense that the shooting happened minutes prior, well past the time James was supposed to be home. So James isn't the goody two-shoes he thinks he is, but he sure will try to act like one.
When did you start probation?
I started last month. It's gonna be over in December. So,
Oh, yeah.
Because they gave me 6 months.
Okay.
What was that for?
It was an armed robbery. Somebody
Armed
said-
robbery.
Yeah, that was a PBL.
A what?
It was
A
an armed
PBL, armed
robbery,
robbery?
carjacking. So they hit me with a PBL. Since that was me, I had a good my public definitely helped me out because that was me. So that they give me 1 year probation. But if I keep checking my PO, they're gonna let me out in 6 months.
Okay.
That was a good deal I created.
So you robbed somebody?
Nah,
You carjacked somebody?
that's what she said.
That's what they said.
That's what they let me out.
Who's she?
Person that said that
The
stole your
victim?
car. Yeah, the victim.
Okay.
Mhm.
Were you in a stolen car?
Nah,
Okay. I'm not very familiar with what happened there.
Was that here? Was that here?
nah, it was enough Miami.
Oh, okay.
When did it happen?
I forgot. Gotta be one. I forgot.
Like last year?
Nah, it was this year.
This year?
Yeah.
And you're on probation already?
Yeah.
That's
because
fast.
that was me. So I did only 1 month and they let me out.
In jail? 1 month in jail?
Yeah.
In
They give
North
you
Miami?
Yeah.
What's that like?
Your probation?
Thanks
North
God,
Miami's
I'm not
big, right?
Yeah, it's big.
The jail and everything?
Yeah. That's not my place, so I ain't trying to go there.
So you're on DOC probation?
What's DSC?
Like the state?
Department of
State
Corrections,
probation?
I really have no idea.
Okay.
Really
So
have
there's
no
state
idea.
probation and county probation. I imagine you're on state probation
Mhm.
because it
Okay, let
happened
me
in
tell you
Miami.
how I
and you
got
moved
here. Because I was in Miami, so I wanted them to transfer me here. So I had a couple. Talk
Yes.
to my PO, so they transfer me here.
Okay.
So,
So that's state
what I know.
probation.
The state
You're just doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And that's all you work.
Yeah, I'm
I hear
trying
you,
to
man.
get over it.
I hear you, man. Did you finish high school?
I'm about to. I
Yeah.
got 4 more classes.
Where do you go to school?
I'm in high school.
Hmm?
I'm on the school that helped me with my grades, so I got 4 more classes. So it's got to be over this year. I'm gonna graduate on one next year.
What school is that?
Dunbar. Nice DJB Technical School.
Okay.
Okay.
You probably know that.
Is
School.
that new?
No, it's not new.
Where did you go to school last year?
Yeah, I went to the same school.
The same one?
Yeah.
It has a different name, right?
Yeah, DJB Technical High School.
What's that stand for?
That's closed. But it called Donna G. Beasley Technical
Yes.
High.
Okay. I know that one.
Nah, that's
I
what
know
I'm saying. It's
Beasley,
pop-
because I know
yeah.
somebody with that name, and I heard that school. I'm like, that's a weird name because it's very rare.
The discussion about James's school might seem minor now, but it will become important very soon. For now, however, detectives need to make him realize that they know much more than they are letting on.
You go by James, or you
James.
go by? You got a couple other nicknames though.
Damn, everybody give me a nickname. I don't even know where to get this from.
Well, who gave you the name Demon?
Demons, that ain't me.
That's
My name
you.
is James. Nah,
Listen, James.
that ain't James. That ain't me. You got the
Yeah.
wrong person.
I was born at night, but not tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. That's
Hey,
you.
we're gonna be honest with you. I want you to be honest with me, man. If we were here to give you a hard time, it'd be like on TV. You know what I mean? Throwing phone books down, and you know what I mean. We're here to talk about some stuff, and I'm gonna need you to be honest with me. You know, because that's the best thing, right? We're not. If you're going to jail right now, you'd already be down at the jailhouse. All right. So relax. All right. Are you a big Flash fan?
Big who?
Flash.
I don't watch TV.
Oh, it's on your shorts.
Oh, man, I was back when I was 16 or 17. Since I have this shirt,
Mm.
and it was a long shirt. Coming a long way. Came far. We
You-
came far.
Do you understand the definition of perjury?
Was it?
You don't understand it? Perjury is when you are under oath, which you are, because you raise your right hand.
Mhm.
So if you're under oath and you lie, that's perjury. Okay? That will violate probation. It's a felony. Okay? So whatever probation you're on, it'd be over with because you'd be in jail. Okay? Do you understand that?
I do.
So I need you to also understand that we're pretty good at our jobs. Okay? That's why we're here with you. All right? And the reason you are here now and not a few days ago was because we have to do our jobs before we try to talk to people. Okay? So we've done our jobs and we have a lot of information, electronic information, download information, okay, physical evidence, witness statements, a lot of that stuff. So all I'm going to ask you is to please be honest when we're giving you things and asking you questions. Okay? Because if I don't have to, I don't want to jam you up with a perjury charge. You understand what I mean?
We don't want you to be in trouble for lying.
All right. I think that things happen and it sucks that things happen, but when you dig the hole deeper by lying, it makes it worse, and it doesn't have to get worse. Okay? You know we got your family here, right? We got your family on the scene with the babies and your aunt and your mom. Everybody's being talked to, everybody's being interviewed. We're searching this house. We've searched cell phones, we've cell phone records, Snapchat records, Instagram records, Facebook records. It's a lot of work. So when we have questions for you, we probably already know the answer.
What that means is, like anything on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, we already have everything that's been written, sent, even if it was deleted, we have it all pictures. Okay.
Welcome to the
people-
World Wide Web.
Yeah. So the only option here now is for you to tell the truth. Okay.
That's how we know your nickname. Okay.
Because everybody be giving
Everybody gives you different names.
That's what I'm
But you
saying.
give yourself this name.
I don't.
Well, how'd you get it?
Get what?
Demon.
I came from North Miami.
That's what they
So
named
What
it.
does that
everybody
mean?
give me names. I don't
That
even
na-
know.
okay.
Everybody do that.
Let me see if I understand.
My mom be getting mad too. She be like, "Why they don't even call your real name?" I be like, "I don't even know."
I can listen to him talk all day. Like the way you talk it
funny.
makes me smile,
Yeah.
and I like it. So, that name came from North Miami. Like, is that because of the trouble you got in, or just because of people made
Nah,
it
I
up?
only got in trouble one time.
Yeah. Is that not where the name came from?
Nah.
Okay. And that's the name that you use for like Instagram.
That is another name for Instagram.
D6Mon, like demon.
Damn.
Yeah.
What I tell you, we download
Come on, bro.
everything.
So
right?
that's why I want you to be honest. Because if you lie about it,
Damn.
I know you're lying about it. I don't want you to do that.
Damn.
Okay? Do you understand where we're at right now?
Yeah.
Do you understand that we're not going to bullshit you and try to set you up? I'm going to be honest. I need you to do the same. Okay? So, when we ask a simple question that means nothing to you, don't lie. People call you demon. That's the
People
name
call
you
me
go
different.
by.
Nah,
They
that's
call you
just
other
my
names too.
Instagram name.
You have other names
That-
too.
Yeah, they just be calling me like, I be saying, ain't no problem
Okay,
for me.
so you said they don't, but they do.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, that's
Probably.
we're making progress.
Demon is a pretty fitting nickname for James, considering he both looks and acts like a goblin. But that isn't the most pressing issue at hand right now. Just 3 days before this interview, on June 21st, a 19-year-old named Joshua came forward voluntarily with a statement about Alex's murder, one that finally pieced together everything detectives needed to know. Joshua and Alex had been friends for over 2 years. On June 20th, Alex reached out to him looking to buy ecstasy. Joshua didn't have any at the time, but he recalled seeing a Snapchat video from another dealer who did. That dealer was Brynden. Joshua connected Alex and Brynden, staying loosely in the loop as the deal progressed. But there was one problem. Even Brynden was out of ecstasy at the time. However, he had an alternative, a third dealer, one with a familiar nickname, Demon. That was James Lee Sinatus. James and Alex never contacted each other directly. Rather, Brynden acted as the middleman, setting a time and place for the two to meet. That would be the last time anyone heard from Alex. When Joshua tried to follow up with James directly, hoping to check in or find out what happened, he realized James had already blocked him. As detectives followed this trail, they discovered that James and Brynden weren't just loosely connected. They had attended the same school, knew each other personally, and had a history that suggested more than a casual association, which is why the earlier questions regarding James's school were important. If detectives can get James to acknowledge that relationship and confirm Brynden's role in the deal, they'll be one step closer to making sure James doesn't see daylight for a long, long time.
Hey, who's the dude that your stepdad got all? He was telling us about a friend. He got all kind of pissed
That's
off.
his problem. That ain't
It
my
is his problem, but who is that kid?
Who?
The white boy.
What white boy?
The one you brought home over in your other house, and Gene got really mad because you said you're not supposed to have friends over.
I don't remember his name. I don't.
Did you go to? How do you know that guy?
I probably went to school with him.
I was gonna say, I think you probably
Went to school.
was it. Is it Beasley? The Beasley school? Or was it a
Yeah,
different
probably. Yeah, probably. What? That's where I find him.
one? Okay.
He's a white boy.
Yes.
What's he look like?
Can't describe him. Can't.
You can't.
Nah.
With that being said, we also know you know who that white boy is we're talking about.
Yeah, we know
Okay.
that too.
All right. How long you been friends with him?
I ain't gonna speak on that.
Almost since you came here to school.
I
Almost.
I don't
How
know.
long you been here in Florida? 3 years?
5 years.
5 years? Where the hell did I get 3 years?
That's what I'm saying. I don't got everything.
No.
So when
Okay. So
I got you when I was 14. Now I'm 19. Yeah, that's 5 years.
You sure?
Yeah,
you know.
that's 5.
You know why I said because Dad said 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I stepped there, man.
You guys get along?
No, you don't.
Why?
No, lie on that. You don't.
He cares about you though.
You don't.
No.
He care about himself.
really. I don't
Yes,
know him.
sir.
Just, you know, we only talked
You
to him.
can see it to his eyes.
I'm going to show you a picture, okay, of a white boy. What are you trying to peek?
Because I see face. How you going to show me a picture? Are you showing it before I even
I'm going to
see
show
it?
I'm going to show you a picture. And don't lie to me. Is this the white boy you were friends with? Okay?
It's not getting him in trouble.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So thank you for being honest. Here.
Hmm?
Take
What you want me to do?
Put
Who is
your
it?
initials.
Who is that?
You want me to
No,
what you want
put
me to do with that?
put your initials first. Or your name, whatever you want. You could put Demon if you want. D6 Mon, go ahead.
You want me to put my name on it?
Whatever, yes. Yeah.
For what?
Because you said, yes, that's him. So
I
you're
didn't
just
say
saying,
that.
damn,
I said
my
who that
man.
is. I said, damn, who that is.
Okay.
Hey, real quick. He's not in any trouble. All right. You're not getting him in trouble by saying you know who he is. We're just trying to confirm some information. Is this your friend, Brynden?
All right. So I get the feeling you know why we're here.
What's the feeling? I don't even know. That's what I'm trying to find out right now.
Well,
You're not
you
telling
don't even
me.
say if you know the guy or not.
I don't want to speak on it.
Okay. Because you don't want to lie, and that's smart.
Hey. The thing is we know what happened. Okay. It's just now's your chance to say what you need to say to explain what's happening, what happened in your side of the story. You understand? Okay, it's not the end of the world. All right, but we need to move forward from here. We know that you know who that is. Okay.
And you say I know what that is.
You don't have to.
You don't have to. We know.
Oh.
But listen, and I know that sometimes you might sell a little bit of drugs. I don't care. He doesn't care. But the thing is we need to know that you're being honest about these little things, so that when we talk about bigger things, we know that you're telling the truth. But if you can't be honest about little things, how can we trust you to be honest about the big things? Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So you sell a little bit on the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
To make money because times are hard.
Do what?
You sell some drugs sometimes.
I don't sell drugs.
No, not at all.
No.
Nothing. You sure?
Yes, sir.
Does that kid sell drugs?
No.
He
How
doesn't.
would I know too? That's crazy.
No.
So his is it Instagram or Snapchat? I think it's his Snapchat. Is Paper Chaser.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's my Snapchat?
Huh?
What's my Snapchat?
Oh, you want your Snapchat?
Yeah.
And James's Snapchat wasn't the only thing detectives had on record. They also had Brynden's statement, one that turned out to be damning. A day after the murder, a bolo was issued for Brynden. He was quickly located and brought in for questioning. Along with that, his phone was taken and searched as well. Given Brynden's role as the middleman between Alex and James, his Snapchat history made things clearer than he probably intended. Although he denied knowing James beyond his nickname Demon, he did confirm the fact that James reached out to him after the failed deal. In a call, James stated that Alex had tried to rob him, all but handing detectives a confession. But did Alex really try to rob him? That's for detectives to find out.
Wait a minute. So you want us to answer your questions, but you don't want to answer our questions?
No, you're not answering my question. I know everything. That's what I'm trying to find out.
You just
What
asked
if you
what's
know
your
something you
Snapchat.
asking me?
We just explained why we're asking you.
Because we want to know why these things happen.
What
Because
you
sometimes there's a reason. Sometimes things got out of hand. Sometimes things go the way we didn't intend them to go. And that's a whole big difference between being evil and making mistakes. Okay? Are you an evil person? Do you make mistakes?
Everybody does.
You're right about that. I agree. 100%. All right, so what's going to make you a man tonight is admitting mistakes happen, or admitting when you made a mistake. Do you understand? Okay, we're not here to judge you. We're not here to call you evil, say you were wrong. None of that. We're simply here so that you can tell us the truth. So all that nervousness that you've had has been for good reason, so that you can feel at ease. Because you're going to feel better once you start telling the truth. No matter how hard the truth is, it always makes somebody feel better. That nervous feeling that you got right now,
I'm just curious because I don't know what's going on.
is well, you see, that's the thing, James, is you know full well what's happening.
I have no idea. I'm telling you, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You were honest with us about your bullet,
Yeah.
so
I ain't said that was my bullet.
Huh?
That's not my bullet.
You said it was.
I seen it. I find it. That doesn't mean that's mine.
You say you brought it from the other house,
Yeah, I seen it on the field. I picked it out, tore it away. That's a stamp.
and you carried it over to this house.
Yeah, that I ain't even know that. That's crazy.
What's the most serious thing you've ever done? Bad.
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't really be like that. Let's see.
What's the
Get
worst?
into a fight, skip school.
That's the worst thing you ever did?
Yeah.
You ever done drugs? Never used drugs?
I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, I smoke, but I don't do drugs. That's not me.
Like smoke weed or smoke cigarettes?
Smoke weed.
Okay. You don't take pills?
Nah.
Ecstasy?
Patties.
Ecstasy?
What's that?
Xanax?
Nah. Do I do like a take?
We'll answer that one for James. Yes. Yes, he does. But this detective will put it a bit less bluntly, unable to hold even his own composure.
No, you have a good smile. I don't think you do.
Come on, man. Come on, kill me.
So,
You think this is funny.
No, it's because y'all laughing. I don't know. I'm confused. Y'all not telling me what's going on, so.
Okay, so listen.
Get
Maybe
to the
we just
point.
tell them what we know.
Yeah, get to the point.
I don't know. It's
Get to the point. I'm trying to know what's going on. You're not telling me nothing.
How
Let's-
about
let's
you
establish
tell us
a-
something, we'll tell you something.
establish a timeline.
Yeah.
All right. So, what were you doing this weekend? Did you go anywhere?
To be honest, yes, I did.
So, say Friday. What were you doing Friday?
Friday, I was home.
Home
Yeah, I
Friday?
was home.
All day?
Yeah, all day.
All night?
All night, yeah.
You never left?
I don't want to be lying, but I don't really think I left on Friday.
Okay.
I will lie to you, but I be going outside, riding a bike. I always do
Is
that because
that-
I be getting bored.
Jean's bike? Or the bike he got you?
Yeah, nah. Gotta be him or the bike he buy me.
Okay.
Gotta be like that.
Okay. So, where do you ride? In the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Because you can't go far, right?
Nah, I can't go.
Because you're on probation.
Yeah, I can go far, but not far away from me. Not too
Yeah.
far. So
You're
I
not
don't
on like
go-
an ankle monitor or anything,
Nah, I
right?
don't. I'm just on probation.
Okay.
Then you got to
So-
be back by 6.
Yeah.
So, what's the times you have to be inside?
6 p.m.
Till what?
I forgot.
Till the morning time, sometime in the morning.
Gotta be on. I think it's the same time. 6
6 to
a.m.
6?
Yeah, gotta be. I don't really remember.
Okay. So, Saturday, what time did you wake up?
I don't really remember. I be waking up early. Yeah.
What all did you do Saturday?
Did the
Because I
same
know
thing.
he went fishing.
Yeah, I went right back. Then I went back home.
You went what?
I went back home. I was right in the back. Then I went back home.
Where'd you ride to?
Up there, down there. Then I went back to the crib.
What's the road you live on?
I think it's 21 Street. Yeah.
What's the corner? What's that road?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it Irene? Irene?
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah.
Okay. And the other end, the other corner, is it Karen? Maybe.
I'm keep it around. No.
You don't ride that way?
Nah,
Okay.
I do, but
Okay.
I don't know the street.
All right. So, when you got up Saturday and went for a bike ride, what time was that?
I don't remember.
Was it before lunchtime?
Too much time.
12?
I barely eat. I'm not an eater. You
Was
can't
it
ask my mom.
before 12? Or after 12?
I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
Don't.
But you came back.
Yeah, they came back.
How long do you think you were gone?
10, 15.
10, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. And you just were in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right. Did you see anybody or run into anybody or meet anybody?
No, I always worry about myself.
Okay. So, did you talk to anybody that day?
Nah.
Nobody in the house talked to you?
Yeah, my people, my mom.
Your family talked to you?
Yeah, my family.
What about any friends, any contacts that you have that talk to you?
Nah.
Okay. And did you ever leave again after you came back on the bike?
No, I went back home.
What'd you do?
I went watch the TV. After that, I went to sleep. I woke up. I went to eat. Ain't nothing else to do.
What time did you wake up?
I don't know.
Was it still daylight out, or?
Yeah, it was daylight. Cause when I woke up, I think I see police. That's when I was standing behind the stuff. I asked the police what's going on. Tell me somebody got hit. I'm like, did he die? I said, nah, he's at the hospital. I'm like, damn.
Who told you that?
I missed all of that.
You saw
You
that?
talked really fast. Say it again.
Yeah, I woke up. Nah, I wasn't sleeping, to be honest. Nah, I don't think I was sleeping. I went behind, let me shake the car again. I went behind the house. I stand. You see my house? There's a right stop behind it. That's where I was at.
Oh, what?
There was two police that one I had dug, the other one I asked him what's going on. He said, did I see anybody running around? I said, nah, I was just sleeping. I said, everything okay? He said, yeah, somebody at the hospital. I said, okay, I went back home. Matter of fact, I went back. I went to sleep. That time my stepdad was outside too. They had the dogs, man. I don't even know what's going on.
So, I want to make sure I understand because I'm tired, I guess. You went out back of the house, inside the fence or outside the fence?
No, inside the fence.
Inside the fence? And you were by what?
I was behind the white stuff. I don't know what
the white fence?
The white fence.
The white fence.
Yeah.
The privacy fence.
Yeah, the privacy
okay.
fence.
I couldn't tell what you were saying. White
that's
stuff.
when the two police passed by.
Yeah.
One of them had the dog.
While you were outside? And they talked to you or you talked to them?
Now they talked to me. They asked me what's going on. They asked me if I see someone running around. I asked him what's going on. After that, I asked him, did that person okay? He said he's at the hospital. After they asked me if we got cameras in front of them, I was like, nah, we don't got no cameras. Till they came back. That's his problem.
Was that daytime or nighttime?
That was daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, daytime.
Okay. And would you say it was after 6 o'clock?
No.
Was it? But it was daytime, so
it was daytime.
Before 8:30.
Yeah, it was.
Because nighttime is probably 8:30.
No.
Okay. So after that, you went inside, but you said you call him your dad? Is that what you call him?
Call him stepdad.
Stepdad. Your stepdad was outside too?
Yeah.
Did he see you outside?
What you mean?
Did you talk to your stepdad outside?
No, I went in front of the door. That's when I talked to him. That's when he told me, does dog can smell anybody that shot someone, some shit like that. That's what he told me.
That's what
the dogs, that person was working with.
The deputy, the cop.
Yeah.
The cop said that to you?
No, my stepdad told me that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Everything that James has just said is a complete lie, aside from a few scattered truths about his interaction with first responders. According to deputies, canine units showed strong interest in a black male standing by the fence in his backyard. Officers hadn't even approached him yet, but the man asked if they were searching for a homicide suspect. That man was James Lee Sinatus. At the time, there were too many active scents for the canine's behavior to be deemed conclusive. But detectives have something stronger to work with: a witness description. When the first 911 call came in, the caller described a black male fleeing the scene wearing a color-striped shirt and shorts. Now that James has finished spinning his version of events, detectives turn their focus to this description and whether James's clothing matched what the witness saw.
Were you ever outside of the fence?
Yes, I was.
Around the time the police were in the area? Or before the police were you outside the fence on the street?
Yeah, I was outside because I seen the police right back, so I had to see what's going on.
You were on the street?
Yeah, I was.
Because somebody said they saw you headed back towards your house.
What you mean? Because I went outside and went back to my house.
Yeah, like you went to see what happened.
Yeah, I went to see what's going on.
But somebody saw you going back to your house.
Yeah, I went back to my house.
Do you remember what you were wearing that day? When you were going home?
I was wearing shirts. Just a shirt. Gotta be, I thought it was a black one. It was a black. Yeah, the shirt was a black. I was wearing a green shirt.
Shorts?
Yeah. That's my son.
What, the black shirt?
No, it was green and black.
A green shirt.
No, I'm talking about shorts.
Shorts.
It was green and black. Yeah, it was green and black. Yeah, it was green and black.
Okay.
Because I was wearing on black shirts, whatever it called.
A t-shirt?
Yeah.
What, is this solid black, only one color?
Yeah, yeah.
There's no multiple colors?
What you mean?
Well, like, because I think, like, the person that
Nah,
saw
I ain't had
you
I don't
walking
got
home you had like a striped shirt. You had a striped shirt?
Nah.
Okay. I may have misunderstood.
Before all the police were there, though, somebody saw you walking into the house. Like right before all the police got there. Were you just out walking around, or?
No, I don't walk. I always ride the back. I don't do that.
Well, somebody saw you.
I probably saw the one person. I always ride the back. I don't even go outside like that. If you see me outside, best believe I have my back with me. Do it.
Yeah, because they saw him walk to the house.
Mm-hmm.
They saw you walk to the house, your house,
Mhm.
when they just drove by. They just kept going, but it was after everything happened.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened out there? Yeah.
Mhm.
So they saw you walk into your house, but I didn't know that the canine talked to you. The dogs. I didn't know the cops with the dogs talked to you.
I asked them what's going on.
Yeah.
No. Matter of fact, I think they asked me what's going on first. Not till they asked. No, I'm tripping. They asked me if I said something wrong. I said, nah. I asked them what's going on. Did somebody got shot? They said, yeah, somebody got shot, but they at the hospital.
Yeah.
After they asked me if there's any camera in my house, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
there's no cameras.
Why'd you ask them if somebody got shot?
No, they asked me first. Cause come on, bro. You really gonna say that? That's police. You
No.
really gonna say that?
No. Because
Really?
you just said it.
Really?
You said you asked them what
Yeah, I
happened.
asked
Did
them-
somebody get shot?
Somebody get shot because there was too
Yeah.
many police. So I had to ask them that.
You just assumed somebody got shot.
Yeah, because there was too many police.
Is that like? I don't really know.
'Cause
Do you live in a bad
grew up in the
neighborhood?
hood, yeah, I grew up
Okay.
in Haiti. Come on.
Where at in Haiti?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
That man. You don't know
No.
that. Come on, man. Don't
I
do
was
that.
hoping you would say something like the capital, because I could tell you.
Like what? Port-au-Prince?
Huh?
Port-au-Prince?
No, the capital. What's the capital? of Haiti?
Like Port-au-Prince?
Port-au-Prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Port-au-Prince?
Yeah, I
Is
was.
it pronounced there?
Port-au-Prince.
Okay.
I was there for a couple of years.
Clearly, James's story has broken down completely, and very soon he will receive the biggest reality check of his life as detectives begin piecing together everything they have.
We know that at some point you came out and met with somebody across the street from your house. All right?
When was it?
That night,
Saturday.
Saturday. It was still daylight out, before all the cops and stuff. Who was the person you came out and met with?
I ain't come on.
Yeah,
no,
you,
no,
look at me. Look at me.
Mm.
Look at me. Stop.
Come on, bro.
Stop. Look at me. Now's your chance. Okay? Now's your chance to tell the truth before it's too late. You understand? You need to do this for you. Alright?
I haven't.
Who did you come out and meet?
Nobody.
You don't know the kid's name?
Who you talking about? Now you losing me.
No.
You're losing me right now.
What kind of vehicle was it?
It's a silver Toyota Tacoma.
Parked in the lot right across from your house?
He came. Well, they're supposed to meet in front of at the lot,
Mm.
but he came to see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, he came to see you because he was wanting to buy some stuff from you.
By what? I don't even saw nothing.
He wanted some ecstasy.
Some what?
Some ecstasy.
What has some to see?
Your nerves are giving
I'm
away
cold,
everything.
plus
I know.
some nerves too,
But-
because I don't know what's going on. Y'all losing me.
Let me explain to you why that happens. It's hot as hell in here.
Mm.
You
No.
feel cold because
feel cold.
hang on. I want to explain it to you. Because you're nervous, and what happens when you're nervous is your brain tells your body to push all the blood to your core. So your arms, your legs, everything gets really cold, and that's just nerves. It's like 82 degrees in here.
Damn.
Okay?
Mhm.
When you're nervous, your blood shuns. It's a self-preservation mode. Okay? That's why you're nervous. All right? That's why you're cold, I should say. So we haven't given you 1% of the things that we discovered in 3 days. And we're not going to. Because I can't show you my hand when I don't see yours. Okay? Please don't sit here and lie and bury yourself, because every time you lie is a felony. And whether or not you end up in jail for what happened, you will end up in jail for all the felonies sitting here lying to me.
That's a guarantee.
You have a better chance of having a life after today if you tell the truth. And no matter what you say to me, I know when you say you know nothing, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, we know you're lying because we already can prove that you did. We're asking you, because it's your opportunity, legally we have to give you an opportunity to say your part. Otherwise, we didn't do our jobs.
No, we could just take everything we have and go with it and never give you a chance to explain anything. You know what I'm saying?
But that means you sit in jail until trial, and then the jury never heard your side of the story until trial.
They just think that you were lying.
And it's going to happen.
So now you can tell your side of the story. Maybe it's not as bad as what we thought. Maybe it's worse. We don't know.
There's a reason that things happen. We have a reason.
Every man deserves.
You have a reason. You have a right to your reason. Okay? Don't look surprised about the things we're telling you, because you know it. Alright?
You've been holding us in now since Saturday.
For them rock, y'all losing me again. I just did the same thing again. But I put them go out on Saturday. Listen, talking about you losing me again. What you talking about?
Okay, so
stay to the point.
So here's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay? Good?
Yeah, just tell me what happened. I want to know.
Okay. You know.
I want to know.
You just want to know if I know.
No, I
so
don't know.
That's all it is.
You want to know if I know. So I'm going to give you a little bit. Okay?
Just give me all of it.
I'll give you a little bit. Because here's what happened.
What's going on?
You're going to know in a second, because I'm telling you.
All right.
Here's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Ramos got in touch with a friend because he was looking for some pills. Some... No. What's it called?
Oh,
it's a slang term.
Mullet?
Nope. It's a slang term for the pills. Anyways, the friend said, I know a guy, and because we got this Instagrams and the Snapchats and all the messengers, we know who the guy is. We know that he contacted Brynden, the guy that you saw in this picture, the guy you went to school with, the guy that you got in trouble for him being at your house, and the guy who contacted you and said, I have a guy that wants to spend X amount of dollars to get some shit. What's up? And you didn't want Brynden to give him your information. So you communicated directly with Brynden, which I can prove. I already have. And you told Brynden where to send him and when. You gave him your address across the street from your house, where he was supposed to meet you. And he went there to meet you. He drove by because he missed it. And then he came right back. And somewhere around your house, you got in his truck. And then you had an altercation, and he drove and ended up stopping in the middle of the road when you shot him in the chest.
For this entire interview, James's singular brain cell has been working overtime. Now it's been completely reduced to atoms as James begins to malfunction in real time.
Who I shot in the chest?
Yeah. Who did you shoot?
That's what I'm saying.
The guy that's dead.
Alex.
Who's dead?
The kid that met you for... You know what? The thing is just for the simple fact you got in the car, you got into his truck, your DNA is going to be in there.
And on him.
And on him.
And on the bullet that fell out of the truck that you left behind. That is the same bullet that you saw in this picture. Guess what? The picture I showed you is a picture of the bullet that fell out of the truck.
And?
It's the same bullet that your uncle found in the garage.
That you
said
was
you brought that from your house where you used to live. It's the same bullet.
And? I'm trying to find out what's going on. I'm still lost again.
You're not lost.
You're not done.
Yes, I am.
You killed Alex
I
Ramos.
didn't. No.
You shot him?
Shot who?
Oh.
You're digging deeper. You're digging deeper. And you're not going to be able to climb out.
Mm-mm.
We have all the evidence,
What happened
and you
inside
don't
the
have
truck?
anything.
What happened inside of his truck?
Something happened that made you.
You were in there.
Shoot. I know you were in the truck.
You see me in the, what? Yeah,
We didn't have to see you.
Tell me what's going on, man.
Bro,
Get
it's
us
just
through quick, bro.
You
I want to know what's
yeah.
going on. Y'all losing me again, bro.
Okay,
No.
here's
I'm
the
already
thing.
nervous and all type of
Hey,
shit. I don't want
hey,
that. Not
hey,
right now, man.
Hey,
Trying to get
James
over my
Lee.
probation, man. What's going on, bro?
James Lee
I'm
Goes out to
gonna get
somebody's
charged
car.
with anything. What's going on?
goes out to Alex's
I'm
truck,
charged with anything.
gets
You
in.
will be.
Okay, tell me. I
I'm
wanna
telling
know
you right
what
He's
now.
talking to you. You're not
I'm
listening.
listening.
You get into his car.
No,
His
that ain't
truck.
what I want to hear,
His
man.
truck.
I don't want to hear that. That
I'm
ain't
gonna tell
what
you
I
the
wanna
truth.
hear,
Then we
man.
tell you
You
we
That
don't
ain't
don't
the
want to.
truth. That ain't what I want.
He doesn't wanna relive it right now.
Then what's the truth? You know why you don't want to relive it? Because you're scared of getting in trouble.
Can I step before
Maybe you
what?
have
I'm already
guilt.
getting older. What's going on? You're not answering my question right now, bro. You're
Okay,
accusing me of.
You
No.
didn't bring us here to question us. We brought you here to question
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Well, what's going on?
What's
Was the
going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Then tell me.
You're being investigated for murder.
Okay. Murder who? What you talking about? What the hell?
Let's grab a couple things and come back in a minute.
Mm.
I'll leave this here. We'll be right back.
Over the next hour, detectives continued sifting through data from the phones of Brynden, Alex, and James, discovering critical leads. In this conversation between Brynden and James, the two very clearly discussed the details of the deal and confirmed Brendan's role as the middleman and James as the supplier. Even Alex's Google Maps history was still active at the time of the shooting, showing he was being led straight to James's home. But that wasn't all, as detectives also came across several videos that proved to be crucial in tying James to the crime.
You're looking relaxed.
Sir.
Huh? Oh, it's 2:10 in the morning already, huh? So, as we speak, we keep gathering more and more information for you, right? Which I told you we were doing, right? Are you following what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your statement was you don't know that guy. All right. So, when this is all said and done, I'm going to arrest you for perjury because you just lied to my face under oath. So that's your first felony. That's going to violate your probation too. You recognize the guy in the camouflage?
Yeah, that's me.
That is you. You
Yeah.
recognize that guy?
That's him.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
In the car with you. But you don't know him?
I don't know him.
You don't know him.
I don't.
What is going on? Am I the
It's
Twilight
like
Zone?
Twilight Zone. Yeah, man.
Hey.
Hey.
You and him? Guess what? You're shooting a video with his phone, but you don't know him.
Yep.
You shot another video with his phone, but you don't know him.
Do what?
I'm tired.
What's
What's that?
What's 21st Street Southwest?
I don't know.
What?
Things in my uncle's house.
That's your uncle's house where you stay, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's logical to believe that it would be across the street from
Across
your
the
uncle's
street.
house, right? Because one side is even, one side is odd.
I don't know. I ain't been looking for that.
Okay. What is Benji? Who's Benji?
I don't know.
Benji?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know that?
everything's coming at you, man. It's your time to help yourself.
It's going to come harder and harder, and every time you lie is another charge, so you're welcome to keep doing it. So,
do you know what life in prison means?
Do I know what?
Do you know what life in prison means?
This means I never can get out.
That's where we're going. 6:22 p.m. The guy you shot in the chest was less than a minute away from across the street from your uncle.
Coming to your house.
At 6:24, you were talking to Brynden, and Brynden told him that you said you would be out in a minute. And at 6:24, you were on the phone with Brynden. 6:24 p.m. and 57 seconds, you were on the phone with Brynden, telling him you would be right out. And this is the Brynden you've been Snapchatting. The same guy that's in the car with you, the same guy that's in this photo, the same guy you're smoking with. And in case you don't remember, the guy to the other side of the car,
I don't want to see that.
the other guy,
I don't want to see that.
there's another black guy on the other side.
You don't want to, but it is what it is. Hey,
it is what it is, and you losing.
Why are you scared to tell us that you know who this kid is?
Scared to do what? I told you I don't know kid.
You do know a kid.
I don't know him.
Hey,
I don't, bro.
Lying is gonna hurt you at this point, bro.
You went to school with him.
I'm tired.
Listen.
Too,
Let me.
What's the charge, bro? Stop showing me that shit, man. Y'all pissing me off, bro.
I don't give a if you.
I
get
don't
pissed
give
off.
a cent, bro.
Bro,
stop showing me that shit, bro.
So here's the thing.
I'm tired and cold too.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the thing. Show it. Tell me.
I was
Got
asking
done?
for that. No, almost.
As if all that wasn't incriminating enough, the final nail in the coffin comes from James's Google searches, revealing not only his intent, but also his impressive ability to form a coherent sentence.
At school, when you were friends with Brynden, you hung out with him enough that the SRO, the school resource officer, knew exactly who you were and that you guys were best friends.
Yep.
That you guys would talk about
I would have told you I'm
doing
done
burglaries.
here. I'm done. I'm done here. I'm done.
Okay.
Why you keep saying, man? I would have asked you what's the charge. You keep showing me that shit, bro. I don't want to see them.
It's hard to face the truth.
But I'm tired too, man.
Yeah, we all tired.
I want to go to sleep, bro. What it is? What's going on, bro? Where I'm gonna spend the night, man? Just tell me.
Spend the night, or where you're going to spend your life?
Hey, what's good, man?
I told you he wasn't man enough to tell the truth.
No.
I would have told you what I gotta tell
like
you,
a
bro. I don't know, Brynden. I don't know what you're talking
Like a
about.
temper
man.
tantrum.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know Brynden is. I don't know what you're talking about. I would have told you everything I want to know, man. You asking me shit, bro. Hey, fuck. Tell him that, bro.
We're trying to tear it up. We ain't shooting people in the middle of the daylight.
We're trying to give you a reason to.
Bro,
a
I'm
chance
done
to explain.
here. I'm done here, bro. You can't. I'm done here. I'm done, bro.
You haven't done anything, and you have nothing to hide. Fair enough?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you want to go home? You want this to be over with so we can stop talking? Alright? So, we got your phone. So if you want to speed this up, what's the passcode on your phone to unlock it?
You got my phone?
Yeah, we got your phone.
Who told you that was my phone?
We know it's your phone. We've already
Yeah, I
downloaded
said that
most
was
of
my
it.
phone.
Okay, I don't care.
Hey, that's Tom, boy. Y'all
What's-
y'all good,
What's-
bro.
You're
What's
always
your-
walking around with your phone listening to music.
Yeah. Oh, the phone. I'll show you which phone. I can't show him that phone.
You show my little brother phone or you show my phone? Ask mama, she gonna tell you that ain't my phone.
I really don't care.
Me too. It's
So
the
what's
same
the
shit.
password for that
Well,
phone?
you asking me? Go ask my little brother. Stop asking me shit, bro.
Because you
I've
have the
already
phone.
told you I'm done, bro. Why you keep asking me shit, bro?
Because I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't give a no more, bro. You pissing me off.
You can get pissed all you want. It don't change nothing.
Exactly, doesn't change nothing with the child, bro. I wanna go to sleep. You keep asking me shit. I told you I don't know, bro. What me say? You know shit you asking me, bro. Tell you nothing, bro.
I just wanted to see if you were man enough to
Come on,
explain,
bro.
man.
Take him. What can you say, bro?
How would that make you a dumb?
What's going on, bro? What we gonna do here?
How would
What we doing here, bro?
How would telling the truth
I'm calling
make you a dumb?
What we gonna do here, man? What we doing?
Can you answer that?
What we doing?
Can you?
What we doing? I'm going home?
He's asking you a question. No, you're not.
No,
going
I ain't
home.
gotta answer shit.
No.
Yeah, you know that.
You don't.
I
No,
don't.
you don't.
Okay.
You don't. But we can still talk.
No. We ain't gotta say shit no more, bro. We don't have to.
Yeah, bro.
What's going
I
on?
can't talk now.
I don't mind if you talk.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? I'm going home.
I think
Oh,
you
what's
have
going on?
a soothing voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
Hey.
Let me grab a couple things off his phone.
Beans told you that ain't my phone. Bro.
Beans.
Beans told you that ain't my
Oh,
phone.
Beans told me.
Hey.
Be right back. You want a drink?
Some water.
I wanna go home.
Do you want a drink?
No.
Okay.
James should have taken the detective up on his offer, as some water might have helped calm his nerves, considering he's slowly assuming the position of a dead cockroach.
Bro, I ain't got shit to say to you, bro.
No?
No. Kid been told you that, bro. I'm tired of shit, man. Trying to go home and sleep, man. Piss me off, bro.
What are you tired of?
Tired of what? Cause I ain't sleep all day.
You're not supposed to sleep during the day, bro.
Yes?
Do you work?
No, I used to.
Why don't you work?
I quit.
Where were you working?
Yeah. Yeah.
In Lehigh?
I think it was in Vermont.
Doing what?
Bus up. I was the bus to go clean them up.
No. What restaurant?
I forgot.
How long you work there?
Not for long. That's all I know. Not even a year. Or 3 months.
What do you have to lose by telling the truth? I'm not asking you to tell me. What do you have to lose by telling the truth?
Nothing. I would have told you what I gotta tell you. I ain't gotta say too much. You know that, bro. Y'all forcing me to talk. Bro. I know y'all can't do that, bro. Tell me about that shit. Or that. Y'all already got what you got. Then leave me the alone. Y'all know that, bro. No joking, bro. Tell me about that shot me, bro. Yeah.
We're asking you to give your side of the story.
I'm already dead.
Because listen, it's not a matter of if it happened. It did happen, but sometimes there's a reason. And sometimes it can make it. Sometimes it's understandable. You know what I mean?
I haven't copy recorded. 2:20 p.m. or a.m.
And the recording 2:20 a.m.
As detectives step out, preparations begin to formally charge James with second-degree murder. Crime scene techs take his DNA and collect a piece of paper he had stuffed in his pocket. Now, as his final act, he will display a feat of superhuman intelligence.
Are you still on my paper?
Say it one more time.
My paper?
What paper?
Wait, take my paper.
I still have it. It's blank though.
Hmm?
It's blank.
It's not. You got no money. Can you bring it for me?
Say it again.
It's not blank.
I saw it. There's nothing on there.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
In the months that followed, James remained in custody, while the Lee County Sheriff's Office proudly issued a press release announcing his arrest.
Good afternoon, I'm Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marcino. Thank you for being here today. I am proud to announce and thank for the exceptional work of our major crime unit. Another violent criminal is off our streets. On Saturday, June 20th, 2020, we responded to the area of Irene Avenue South and 23rd Street Southwest in Lehi Acres in reference to a shooting. Our deputies quickly responded to the scene and located the male victim with a gunshot wound. The victim was then transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. Due to the nature of the incident, detectives with the Major Crimes Unit responded and assumed the investigation. Crime scene technicians thoroughly examined and collected evidence from the scene, which was analyzed by our forensics unit. After an extensive investigation with hundreds of hours of follow-up and good old-fashioned police work, detectives were able to identify the killer as James Lee Sinatus. The Lee County Sheriff's Office Fugitive Warrants Task Force was activated and began searching for this dangerous individual. On September 29, 2020, our team located Sinatus in Miami and took him into custody. This horrible and senseless shooting is unforgivable. James Lee Sinatus goes by the nickname of Demon, which could not be more fitting. Demon has been charged with second-degree murder. Let me be clear, violence will not be tolerated in my county. Those who commit these crimes will be arrested. Sinatus is awaiting transfer to Lee County Jail. Our citizens deserve to feel safe, and my top-notch team that you see here today, this detective that worked on this specifically, I could not be more proud of. Thank you for being here today.
After his arrest, it took nearly 4.5 years for James to face trial, beginning in January 2025. After 3 days of testimony, a jury found him guilty of second-degree murder, and he was sentenced to life in prison immediately following the verdict.